I made my hedgehog feeding station using an old chopping board. I decided to saw the chopping board in half and then re-screw it together to form a tent-like structure. This way that when the hedgehog was feeding, it would be protected from the weather as well as any other animals, and it would also stop things like cats from being able to access the food. First thing I did was I measured the board in order to draw a line down the middle to be a guide to saw, to make sure that I cut it into 2 evenly sized pieces. The next thing I did was I clamped the chopping board securely to the workbench and then proceeded to saw it into those 2 even pieces. The saw had left the edges of the wood quite rough, so I decided to sand them down just to make sure that no one would get any splinters from moving the feeding station and that it wouldn't injure any animals as well. As you can see, the edges are much smoother now. Next, we drilled some pilot holes into the wood to make sure that when we put the screws in that the wood didn't split. We decided that we were going to use 4 screws just to make sure that it was held together really sturdily in case anything decides to jump on it or if it got knocked about by the wind or anything like that, to make sure it is held together. Here you can see us just putting the screws into the wood and you can really start to see it taking shape. This is our final product. I'm really happy with it. It's really sturdy and it was really easy to make. I put it against the fence with some food in it and I'm going to put one of our wildlife cameras pointed towards it and hope to catch something using it tonight. It looks like something has been in here as the food is all tipped up, so I will replace that and then we'll go and look at the footage. As you can see, it was the hedgehog that used it, so I'm so happy with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!